Yo, what up, friends? So, the date is 6/14. The great normalization of dungeons has happened. Diablo 4 is in shambles. Solo players and group players alike don't know where to go for experience. The idea of dungeons is shattered. The myth of elites storming full of uniques and legendaries is gone. So now what? What are we supposed to do? Well, if you've peeked at the title, you kind of already know where I'm going with this. And thanks to you guys in the comments of my last video, I have found, or I've received, I should say, new information on where to go to farm. And it would be not, it would be, I have to share it. Like, I'm trying to think of the ways to phrase it and say that, like, my job as a content creator is to get that information out to you. And here I am making this to share with you. Now, if you know other really good spots and you want to share information or help the community, don't forget to leave a comment down below. You can also hit that like button, turn on notifications, because as I get more information, I'm 100% going to be sharing it with you. Now, if you're looking for a spot and you want to either power level your friends, power level yourself, try to get some aspects, and you don't really know what to do, as nightmare dungeons are kind of like, they can use a little work, I'm going to show you the next hotspot that hopefully, fingers crossed, lasts more than 24 hours. So now we are looking at our character. We're down in the Haewzar region. We're going to come up over here to the Ruins of Rocket Keep Inner Court. Now, I know this dungeon's been talked about. I know some people like it, some people don't like it, but it's, you know, I'm just here to share information. It's pretty good. I've enjoyed it a lot. So we're going to come up to the waypoint. We're gonna scale this wall here. I'm actually gonna lower my sounds a little bit so you guys can hear me better. I realize it's gonna get real loud real quick. We're gonna hop past these guys and we're gonna zone right into Iron Holes. Now, Iron Holes is a 3-part dungeon. The first part is gather the key. The second part is like kill a mob. And then the third part is really where you want to get to. And I know somebody's saying a 3-part dungeon. Now, I said the same thing. I understand. So pretty much we're gonna come into the dungeon. And I personally skip a lot of the mobs unless they're elites or champion packs. The regular mobs just don't feel worth doing. So we'll just slap these guys with a good old slap-a-wappa ding-dongs and we'll find the door. Now, when you see the door, you'll know that you're going the right way. So I always go south from the door and then follow the wall around. Pretty much what we're looking for is we're looking for an elite mob with a key to progress us into the next level. We see the elite mob. We've got a nice little champion pack here. We'll give the old champion pack a little slap-a-wappa ding-dongs. Come up to the elite guy, and we're going to grab the key.
I'm not ready yet.
Give this elite a little slap. And I love this tree. It's so fun. Oh my god. And then we're going to come around here. We're just going to skip everything like I mentioned. If it's not an elite, not a champion, we just kind of get going. And we open the door. So after we open the door, we come into this room. There's usually a shrine here. You can grab it if you need it. I only grab the ones that like give me more damage. We come into this room, and this room always has some elite packs in it. It's a nice little quick farm spot to get into the next room. Pretty much, if we're not chain CC'd, which we were there, we just kill this mob, who, of course, while we're filming, is damage resistant, so it takes more than 10 seconds to kill. We kill him. We kill his little homies. We give him the old 1-2 combo wombo ding dongs. And then that's it. The door opens. So now we get to the meat and potatoes of what we're looking for. We're going to come to this dungeon. We're going to come into room 3. And we're going to look for the elite pack. So I'm going to try to grab this and not be able to. But you see right here, there's, just like back when Diablo 4 first started, there is a ginormous elite pack right on top of each other. And we'll count them out after this. There's like a good 5 to 10 elites just kind of like stacked on top of each other, and you really can't miss it. Now it's really cool too because we have the little curse shrine, so we'll kill all the elites. And then we'll just count it up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13-ish elites that we killed there, which was pretty good. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, well, is that it? Well, that's not it. And we're just gonna run around a little bit. And this whole area is a ginormous big circle, so you can't really get too lost in it. Now, if you're like me and you like killing things, you'll probably kill things along the way, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna like move it along. So this room wants you to collect 2 bloodstones for the petals. We're not gonna worry about that. We're simply just looking for any elites and any champion packs, and I know that was a one of, but that's not what we're looking for. You saw the first pack that we killed was pretty big and pretty ginormous, and we're pretty much just looking for the exact same thing again. Usually there's one on one side and one on the other side, so you'll have to just run around here for a minute. But eventually you're going to turn a corner and it's going to look like this. And we're just going to work our way through these mobs. Give them the old 1-2 slappa-wappas. Grab every elite that we see. And unfortunately, this run we got a little unlucky and didn't get any legendaries. Now, not every run is going to be like this. I have managed to farm up plenty of legendaries on my druid doing this. I've also managed to farm up a few uniques on my druid doing this. And then after we kill both of those packs, we're pretty much going to do the same thing that we've done in every other dungeon. We're going to leave dungeon and we're going to sit through an infinite amount of loading screens. How lovely. Now, hopefully, with this farm, we get to literally use this a little bit more than a day. It would be nice. In the meantime, though, what we can hope for is that we hope that Blizzard buffs Nightmare Dungeons or normalizes all the dungeons so that they're actually worth running and add a little bit of density to them. So we're going to log out and log back in. Now, if you're not a big fan of logging out and logging back in, I fully understand. The dungeon takes a few minutes to reset. And something that you can do in the meantime is if you're not a huge fan of logging out and logging in, if we take a look at our map, there are 3 dungeons actually right next to each other. So while you're waiting for Iron Hold to reset, you can run to either the other dungeons and kind of find a loop around both of them that you like. Me personally, I don't mind logging out and logging back in. I feel like it's quick enough. And then we're just gonna probably more than likely do the exact same thing and hope it goes a little bit better this time. And by better, I mean boy, I am looking for some unique pants and a better roll in my armor. So there's the door. I'm gonna come run down this way, follow the wall around. And there's the key guy. Of course, once again, while recording, the key guy is damage resistant. Now this farm on a weaker character solo might be a little difficult. So keep that in mind as you're doing this, that you may indeed get a little slapperinos. So you might want to like bring a friend with you, or if you have friends running it in a group, it's not a terrible idea. Because one can clear while one gets the key and you both get experience. You open the door. We come into the next room. This is probably the worst one because we have to like press the levers. We get a free elite pack in here, which is really nice. We insta kill the elite because Druid is actually busted AF. And hit the levers. Now, if we look at the timing of this video, I'm pretty much only in this dungeon maybe a minute at this point, not very long. These runs take a little bit longer than Runes of Eridu, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, we do what we have to do for the efficiency of what we're getting out of it. So we're going to come in here. There's a nice little shrine. We'll grab the protection shrine because why not? Kill this opening champion pack. And then we're just going to do the same thing that we did in the last run. We're going to run around. We'll kill a few mobs as we see them. But pretty much we're just exclusively looking for this ginormous elite pack. There they are again. Now, the other dungeons that had ginormous elite packs like this that were pretty much on top of each other got nerfed, so I don't expect this to last very long. So hopefully it does. We'll see. We kill that pack, and then we're just gonna come right along this way and pretty much just look for the next one. Now, I did this last night from 72 to 74. It went pretty quick. I was getting about a level an hour. It all comes down to like pretty much just how fast you as a player, move and how time efficient you want to be. Are you using pots? Are you playing with a friend? There are plenty of ways to speed this up. One being group play, because you don't have to worry about logging in and logging out. You don't have to worry about infinite pots. And another way is just make, progressing your character to be a little bit stronger. So now we found the second pack. We're just gonna give them the old 1-2 buckle my shoe. I didn't know what I wanted to say there. And we just give them the old, you know, we just give them a little slapperino. We just tell them to give us our loot, bro. Now, unfortunately, the amount of loot that we get won't be nowhere near as good as Runes of Iridu. Some runs that I've done, I've gotten 5 or 6 legendaries. Some runs, as you've seen in this video, we've gotten none. Oh! We got one. Anyways, that's the farm. So while it works, while it's hot, get to it as fast as possible. Share this video with your friends. And if you like this content, or you have other cool dungeons or cool farming spots and you want to share them with the community, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Join the Discord, as we're super active and we're helping each other and we're doing each other's capstones and we're, you know, helping people power level and stuff. But for now, I just wanted to get this video out to you guys and get the word out there before this no longer exists. For now, friends, good luck, farewell, and Avita saying good luck in your farms.